Men over 60, I want to share something with you today that may surprise you. There is a specific point on the human body, a pressure point that, when stimulated correctly, can dramatically improve blood flow to your most intimate areas, extend your performance, and restore the kind of stamina you may have thought was gone forever. This is not about pills. This is not about expensive devices or complicated procedures. What I am talking about is something far simpler, far more natural, and rooted in thousands of years of traditional healing wisdom that modern medicine has largely overlooked. Over my many years of teaching natural health principles, I have met countless men who have quietly resigned themselves to what they believe is inevitable decline. They tell me about shortened performance, about difficulty maintaining firmness, about mornings that no longer bring the vitality they once knew. And when I ask them what they have tried, the answers are always the same. Pills that come with side effects, supplements that promise miracles but deliver little, exercises that feel awkward and produce minimal results. But here's what I always tell them. Aging is natural. Decline is not. The body was designed with remarkable systems for circulation, for hormone production, for sustained vitality. When these systems begin to falter, it is not because the body has given up. It is because the body needs support, the right kind of support, in the right places. What if I told you that there is a pressure point located in a very specific area of your body that acts as a gateway to improve circulation throughout your pelvic region? What if stimulating this point correctly, with the right natural oils and the right technique, could add not just minutes, but potentially half an hour or more to your intimate performance? This is not theory. This is not speculation. This is based on principles of acupressure that have been used for thousands of years in traditional Chinese medicine, combined with the healing properties of specific natural oils that penetrate deep into tissue and stimulate blood flow in ways that are both safe and remarkably effective. The pressure point I am speaking of is located on the inside of the ankle, approximately 4 finger widths above the ankle bone, slightly behind the tibia. In traditional Chinese medicine, this point is called Sanyin-jiao, or spleen 6. For centuries, healers have known that this point is connected to the liver, spleen, and kidney meridians, 3 energy pathways that are intimately involved in reproductive health, hormone balance, and circulation to the lower body. When this point is stimulated properly, it does not force the body to do anything. Instead, it removes blockages, it encourages natural flow, and it allows the body to function as it was designed to function. Now, you might be wondering why a point on the ankle could possibly affect performance in such a profound way. The answer lies in understanding how the body's circulatory and nervous systems are interconnected. Blood flow to the pelvic region does not happen in isolation. It is part of a larger network of vessels, nerves, and energy pathways that run throughout the entire lower body. When circulation is restricted anywhere along this network, whether due to inflammation, arterial deposits, stress, or simply years of poor habits, the effects ripple outward. The result is weaker erections, shorter performance, reduced sensitivity, and a general sense that your body is no longer responding the way it once did. But here's the remarkable thing. When you stimulate this specific pressure point with intention and consistency, you are essentially opening a valve. You are encouraging blood to flow more freely through the entire pelvic region. You are activating nerve pathways that communicate directly with the organs and tissues responsible for male vitality. And when you combine this pressure point stimulation with the right natural oils that have been used for centuries for their penetrating and healing properties, the effects become even more pronounced. Let me tell you about the oil I recommend most highly for this purpose. I'm speaking of castor oil, a thick golden oil extracted from the seeds of the castor plant. For thousands of years, castor oil has been revered as a healing substance. Ancient Egyptians used it for everything from digestive complaints to skin conditions. Traditional healers across cultures have applied it topically to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and support the body's natural detoxification processes. What makes castor oil so effective for this particular application is its unique molecular structure. Castor oil is rich in ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid that has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and the ability to penetrate deeply into tissues. When applied to the skin, especially over pressure points and areas where circulation needs support, castor oil does not just sit on the surface. It absorbs, it penetrates, and it goes to work at a cellular level. When you massage castor oil into the Sanyinjo pressure point, you are doing several things simultaneously. First, you are physically stimulating the point through pressure and circular motion, which activates the meridian pathways connected to reproductive health. Second, you are delivering the healing compounds in castor oil directly to tissues that need support. Third, you are encouraging lymphatic drainage in the lower leg, which helps remove toxins and reduce inflammation that may be restricting blood flow. And fourth, you are signaling to your nervous system that this area deserves attention, which can help redirect blood flow and energy to where it is needed most. But the real magic happens when castor oil is combined with other natural ingredients that enhance its effects. One of the most powerful of these is raw, unprocessed honey. Now, you might think of honey as simply a sweetener, but raw honey is far more than that. It contains enzymes, antioxidants, and natural compounds that support circulation, reduce inflammation, and even help balance blood sugar levels. When a small amount of raw honey is mixed with castor oil and applied topically, it acts as a carrier, helping the castor oil penetrate even more deeply. It also adds its own healing properties to the mixture, creating a synergy that is greater than either ingredient alone. Another ingredient that pairs beautifully with castor oil for this purpose is ginger. Fresh ginger root has been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years as a warming herb, one that stimulates circulation and helps move stagnant energy through the body. When ginger is grated finely and mixed into castor oil, it creates a warming sensation that signals increased blood flow to the area. This is not an irritation. It is a gentle activation, a reminder to the body that circulation matters, that this area deserves nourishment and attention. For men over 60 who have struggled with cold extremities or sluggish circulation, the addition of ginger to a castor oil blend can make a profound difference. Cinnamon is another warming spice that enhances the effects of castor oil when used in this way. Cinnamon has been shown in studies to improve insulin sensitivity, support healthy blood sugar levels, and promote cardiovascular health. But beyond these systemic effects, cinnamon also has a local effect when applied topically. It stimulates blood flow to the skin and underlying tissues, creating a gentle warming sensation that many men find both pleasant and effective. When combined with castor oil and applied to the Sanyinjo pressure point, cinnamon helps ensure that blood is moving freely through the lower body, reaching the pelvic region with the oxygen and nutrients needed for sustained performance. Now, let me give you a specific formula that you can prepare at home. This is simple, inexpensive, and remarkably effective when used consistently. You will need 2 tablespoons of castor oil, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Mix these ingredients together in a small glass jar until they form a smooth paste. The consistency should be thick but spreadable, like a healing salve. Store this mixture in a cool, dark place, and it will remain potent for several weeks. To apply this formula, sit in a comfortable position where you can easily reach the inside of your ankle. Locate the Sanyinjo pressure point by measuring 4 finger widths above your inner ankle bone. You should feel a slight depression just behind the tibia. This is the spot. Take a small amount of your castor oil mixture, about the size of a pea, and warm it between your fingers. Then, using firm but gentle pressure, begin massaging the mixture into the pressure point using small circular motions. Massage for 3 to 5 minutes, applying steady pressure and focusing your attention on the area. You may feel a slight tenderness at first, which is normal. This tenderness indicates that the point needs attention, that energy has been blocked there. As you massage, breathe deeply and slowly. Imagine blood flowing freely through your lower body, nourishing every cell, every tissue, every organ. This visualization is not just mental exercise. Studies have shown that focused attention and visualization can actually influence blood flow and physiological responses. When you combine physical stimulation of a pressure point with intentional breathing and visualization, you are working with your body on multiple levels simultaneously. After massaging the pressure point for several minutes, leave the oil mixture on your skin. Do not wipe it off. The castor oil will continue to penetrate and work throughout the night if you apply this before bed, which is what I recommend. Many men find that applying this treatment in the evening as part of a bedtime routine not only supports circulation, but also promotes deeper, more restful sleep. And sleep, as you know, is when the body does much of its healing and regeneration. Now, consistency is key with any natural remedy. You cannot apply this once and expect miraculous results. The body needs time to respond, to adjust, to rebuild. I recommend applying this castor oil mixture to the San Yin Jiao pressure point every evening for at least 30 days. In the first week, you may notice subtle changes. Perhaps you wake with slightly more firmness than usual. Perhaps you feel a gentle warmth in your lower body, a sense that circulation is improving. These early signs are encouraging, but they are just the beginning. By the second week, many men report more noticeable improvements. Morning erections may return with greater frequency and firmness. During intimate moments, you may find that you can maintain an erection longer, that the quality of firmness has improved, that sensitivity has increased. These are not forced responses. This is your body beginning to function more efficiently, more naturally, as circulation improves and inflammation decreases. Moving into the first month and beyond, the benefits often become quite significant. Men who have struggled with performance anxiety find that their confidence returns. Men who could barely sustain intimacy for 10 minutes find that they can now extend performance to 30 minutes or more. And importantly, these improvements tend to be stable and consistent, not fleeting or unpredictable, like the effects of pharmaceutical interventions. But there is more to this approach than just the pressure point. While stimulating San Yin Jiao is powerful, the effects are enhanced when you also support your body from the inside. This means paying attention to what you eat, how you hydrate, and what other natural substances you consume that support male vitality. One of the simplest and most effective internal remedies I recommend is a morning tonic made with raw honey, cinnamon, and warm water. Upon waking, before you eat anything else, mix 1 tablespoon of raw honey with half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon in a cup of warm water. Stir well and drink it slowly. This simple tonic helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation throughout the body, and provide clean energy that does not spike and crash like coffee or refined sugar. Another internal support that pairs beautifully with the external pressure point work is Brazil nuts. These humble nuts are one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a mineral that is absolutely critical for testosterone production and sperm health. Just 2 to 3 Brazil nuts per day provide more than enough selenium to support optimal hormone function. Many men over 60 are deficient in selenium without realizing it, and this deficiency can contribute significantly to reduced libido, poor performance, and overall fatigue. Pumpkin seeds are another powerful food for male vitality. They are rich in zinc, another mineral essential for testosterone production and prostate health. A handful of raw pumpkin seeds each day, perhaps sprinkled on a salad or eaten as a snack, provides the zinc your body needs to maintain healthy hormone levels. When you combine these internal supports with the external pressure point stimulation, you are working with your body from multiple angles, giving it everything it needs to restore and maintain optimal function. Now, I want to address something important. Some men will experience results quickly, within the first 2 weeks. Others may take longer, especially if there are underlying health issues such as diabetes, high blood pressure, or significant arterial blockage. This is not a failure of the method. This is simply a reflection of where your body is starting from. The principle remains the same regardless. When you support the body consistently With natural remedies that work with its design, rather than against it, improvement will come. It may be gradual, it may require patience, but it will come. One of the additional benefits of working with the Sanyin-Jiao pressure point is its effect on overall pelvic health. This point is connected not just to sexual function, but also to bladder control, prostate health, and digestive function in the lower abdomen. Many men who begin this practice for performance reasons find that they also experience improvements in urinary flow, reduced nighttime bathroom trips, and better overall comfort in the pelvic region. This is because you are not treating a symptom in isolation. You are supporting an entire system, an entire network of organs and tissues that all work together. The lymphatic system also benefits significantly from this practice. The lymphatic system is responsible for removing waste and toxins from tissues throughout the body. Unlike the circulatory system, which has the heart to pump blood, the lymphatic system relies on movement and external stimulation to function properly. When you massage the Sanyin-Jiao pressure point with castor oil, you are stimulating lymphatic drainage in the lower leg and pelvic region. This helps remove inflammatory compounds, excess fluid, and cellular waste that may be contributing to poor circulation and reduced function. Over time, as lymphatic drainage improves, tissues become healthier, inflammation decreases, and blood flow becomes more efficient. I also want to mention the emotional and psychological benefits of this practice. For many men over 60, declining performance is not just a physical issue. It affects confidence, self-image, and relationships. The anxiety that comes from worrying about performance can itself become a barrier to intimacy. When you engage in a consistent practice like this, when you take active steps to support your body naturally, something shifts psychologically. You are no longer passive, no longer resigned to decline. You are taking charge. You are doing something concrete, and that sense of agency is powerful. Many men tell me that the simple act of caring for their body in this way, of taking time each evening to massage the pressure point and apply healing oils, brings a sense of peace and confidence that extends far beyond the bedroom. If you have found this information helpful, I encourage you to share it with other men in your life who may be struggling silently with these issues. So many men suffer in isolation, believing that decline is inevitable and that nothing can be done. But as I have shown you today, nature has provided tools that are simple, safe, and effective. When we work with the body's design, when we support it with the right natural substances applied in the right ways, the body responds. It heals. It restores. It reclaims the vitality that may have seemed lost. Your health is your most valuable asset, and it is never too late to invest in it. Whether you are 60, 70, or beyond, your body still has the capacity to heal and improve when given proper support. So tonight, as you prepare that castor oil mixture and locate the Sanyin-Jiao pressure point on your ankle, remember this. You are not fighting against your body. You are working with it. You are removing obstacles, opening pathways, and allowing natural function to return. With patience, with consistency, and with faith in your body's innate wisdom, the changes you seek are not only possible but probable. May your journey toward renewed vitality bring you strength, confidence, and the joy of reclaiming what is rightfully yours.